Well, thank you all for being here. This is a really exciting night. I'm Larissa, I'm the maid of honor, and I'm Michelle's best friend. And I decided to write a little poem, a little ditty here. Sorry, can you all hear me? So I decided to write a poem for this special occasion tonight. It's always nice to have someone by your side, whether you're blessed, content, or unwell. I was blessed with such a gem, and her name is Michelle. I first met Michelle in kindergarten in the class TP. I allegedly stole her best friend, to which I have no memory. Wearing her curly mullet and fancy Lee jeans, she looked at me with her silver smile and found it in her heart to forgive me. Each year we have become closer, regardless of where we are. We have gone from friends to besties, no matter how near or how far. We have laughed and we have cried. We have danced. Well, she certainly tried. Whether her loving, caring self or the amazing dances she did create, she has warmed all our hearts, which is not easy to duplicate. In getting to know Mike, she knew he was the one. Their true love for one another is something that won't be undone. So take a look at all the faces here, friends and family we all hold dear. Some we've just met, and some we have known for years. We are all here to celebrate the love of a beautiful pair, that fine couple who met after Bestie moved to Eau Claire. And if we're lucky, we'll all have the chance to hopefully see Michelle's sweet wedding dance. So raise your glass, and excuse me if I'm a little crass. Thank you both for being alive, and to you, Mike, high five.
There is absolutely no way I'm that talented to write a poem, so I'm just gonna make a few notes here. My name is Tim Forster. I'm the best man and very honored to be part of this wedding. I've known Mike for 30 years, and that's no lie. He always says, what, how old were you? 3 and 4? Okay. The hardest part about giving this speech was actually calling Mike. It really is. I've always known him as Troy. So I'm going to try to do my best to call Mike in this speech. When we told our 5-year-old yesterday that we were going to a wedding, Preston looked at me and said, who's getting married? I said, Michelle and Mike. And he kind of looked at me and said, I thought Michelle was marrying Troyer. True story. I said, no, she is. Why do you keep calling him Mike then? You know, Mike's been a great friend all throughout the years. You know, we've done lots and lots of things. I'm sure many of you heard the stories hundreds of times. But we've cried in laughter when we get going, and just the tears start pouring. I don't know if any of you know this, but we were part of a band called the Buzzcocks. We actually got to open for Pearl Jam 1 year at Alpine Valley. We toured with the Big Geeks. We were their security staff for quite a few years. And we got on their dental plan, so we want to thank them. We've won the Duck Lake fishing contest so many times that they don't even want to participate anymore, so we ended it last year. If you want to hear this story, Frank Holmes, we got him on the Capitol floor in Wisconsin to talk about his dislike of ATVs on snowmobile trails. He wasn't very successful, but we did get him there. At Country Fest, we actually checked people's belongings as they exited the grounds. It was unpaid, but it was very important to check the stuff as they did. We learned the hard way that you can become intoxicated drinking beer. Of course, we're of age. Around a campfire in the cold with no wind. That's the part, there's no wind. We've been in fantasy football leagues and softball leagues forever, and usually do quite well. Except this week, because I do play here. We are the beer pong champs. We have shirts to prove it. I don't have one with me, but we do have shirts. At the Badger Blast in Vegas, we actually ended up at a $500 plate dinner, and needless to say, we did leave pretty quickly. If anybody wants to hear these stories, I'll gladly tell them. I'm sure my wife will be first in line because she's only heard them 100 times. I think Sheila and I, my wife, were one of the first to meet Michelle. I think they came over to our house, and literally within 10 minutes, we knew she was a great person. I mean, look at her, she's beautiful, she's witty, you know, great sense of humor.
Great dancer.
Excuse me, I can't read my writing. What else do you want me to say about you? No, seriously, we got to know her quite well over the past couple years, and she is a great person. We just enjoy doing stuff with you guys, and it's just a blast. I do have one last thing. I want to do one little exercise that will, you know, kind of put a stamp on this marriage. So, Michelle, if you put your hand on the table, just lay it on there. And Mike, put your hand on top of hers, and you know, hold it tightly. In fact, Fitz, get a picture of this. This is pretty important. Okay? Got it? Now, Mike, make a mental note of this too. Okay? Got it? But this will be the last time in this marriage you have the upper hand. So I'd like everybody to raise your glass. I wish Mike and Michelle the best in the future. May all your dreams come true, and God bless you.